Infinity.
Okay, what's this one? Oh, what's this one? Flower of life. What builds the flower of life?
Seed of life.
The seed of life, also known. Okay, that's the seed of life. Yes, but okay. But even if you break that down, sorry, I made a mistake in what I was going to say. 2 interlocking circles. What is that called? Vesica Pisces. It's in everything that exists. Now, when they've got it in a crystal, it's an unbreakable pattern. What happens when 2 women live together for a while when they menstruate?
They sync up.
Right. Now what happens if you hold an unbreakable pattern in your hand and start breathing it into your body, holding it on your body, sleeping with it, working with it on an ongoing basis? Who do you think's going to morph? You are. Your body is going to start morphing to a perfect pattern of sacred geometry, which is in all of existence. Geometrists know that. Mathematicians know it. So this heals. No, it's not a pill. It doesn't work like that. This programming here is take a pill, everything will be better tomorrow. But you're on a slow kill. They call that a slow kill. It is part of conspiracy. It's not a theory. A slow kill process. Take a pill, radiate yourself, use a microwave, which is radiation, eat genetically modified. It's a slow kill designed to feed off the energy and life force for those who do not know how to get their life force from source. We are waking up out of this reality, realizing that all of our life force can come through source. Our benevolent alien friends, star family races, which I define myself as one, a seed. Seeded here, like a seed is planted into the ground. When the seed starts to grow up, it starts to identify itself as, I am not that tree, I am not that force, I am unique seed here. I'm different from everybody else. What the F? And then eventually as we mature, we're like, oh, I'm a star seed to help these people awaken. So, not that I'm different from you, because I'm a human too, and I'm a God being like you are. We're all unique in our way. We all need uniqueness, and we're all very similar in other ways, right? So, there's no better or worse, it's just my unique mission here. Okay, but that's what these were here, our benevolent star family races. Now, these things go in the center of the earth. I need more time. In the center of the earth, if you Google crystals in the center of the earth, you will see I have a voice in my ear laughing at me. You will see building size as tall as Empire State Building size crystals on the inner earth. And when you learn how to link into those crystals energetically, you understand you can feed all of humanity with things like integrity. Now you're not so powerless anymore. You see, because when you start feeding humanity with integrity through the crystal grid network, by the way, what is fracking? The purpose of fracking is to upset the crystal grid network. That is the purpose of fracking. It's not about gas. Because they know that this is in there, and they know, okay, it's not them. Let's not make it them and us. It's us. That's us. Once we start realizing how valuable this is, and we infuse that into the crystal grid, because it's already there. It's feeding us. I got 5 minutes, and we're feeding it. Does this make sense? Yeah. We have so much power to change this. We're not powerless. Just in this reality, you think you're powerless, because that's the mediocrity of living in third-dimensional reality. Right? So we're awakening to our power. We're working with this crystals, the crystal grid network. We're learning about it. And through this process, we're awakening and activating our dormant DNA, which has all these potentials within us. Now, I'm going to say really quick star code markings, and then I want to tell you how you can get more of what I'm offering and stay in touch with me. Within the DNA, and this is deeper, much deeper in the DNA, because I've been activating dormant DNA for people and animals. Understand, our animals have all these codes too. Within layers and layers and layers, it's like as you keep revealing more of who you are, what your potential is, you get to deeper, even more priceless gems. You know what? The gems of who we are, stored in the deepest layers of our love, of our care, of our service to one another and to humanity. This is what's in there. And so when you start getting really deep into that and you start knowing that you are not only a sovereign being, but that your choice, desire, and intention is only to use it for the highest and best of all beings with harm to none, which includes yourself, by the way, right? We don't want to get harmed in the process of being of service. We're not here to be doormats. You know what I mean? We're not here to get sick. We do that. You know, they have that, help until you're bleeding. That's not what this new reality is. But you start to activate these sacred codes and star family codes that are potentials beyond potential. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's unfathomable to us. But it's not so unfathomable once you start activating it. It's when you start being able to realize, like, actually our future is so freaking off the charts fabulous and fantastic. But of course you have to awaken and align with that energetically. You have to awaken it from within you and align it. Does this make sense? It's all energetics. Because if you're over here in the skeptic's mind, doubting, disbelieving, and hating on your neighbor, and not forgiving, and playing the old game, divide and conquer, I hate Republicans, I love Republicans. Well, all that game of all that separation, based in those energies of fear, dominance, you get stuck in there. But as we activate it, it's in there. Does this make sense? Now, I could go on forever, but I don't have that kind of time. And this is why, really, my desire is to make this available to people globally. So I do a lot of my work through webinars and seminars. If you want more of this, there is a 3-hour class on working with the crystals. There are over 100 hours of ebooks, PDFs, video tutorials, and MP3 classes in the Sacred membership. It's worth over $15,000. You get a year-long membership. If you would like it, there's a discount code. You can save $100. It's only $333 today instead of $444 on my website. If you want to buy it today while you're standing with me, you can grab me in the hallway and I can give you another code that will save you another $100. But it's only good today. Okay, if you would like to come to Arkansas with me and work with the crystals and pull crystals out of the ground and literally connect with star family races, make connections. I mean, I didn't get to talk to you about my induction or any of that because it's just not enough time, but you can take a sacred journey to Arkansas flyer. That's next year. We just did the last one in September, so it's right after Labor Day. And if you would like, there's tons of free gifts. There's a free gifts flyer back there, LoriSpagna.com/free gifts. Tons of stuff on the DNA, Starseeds, working with your animals, healing yourself and your animals. If you want to know more about how you can take classes with me, this is the flyer for that. Other than that, there's business cards here, and I think my time is up. And I just want to say, I actually finished with a minute to go. I just want to say I love, love, love doing this. I've been doing DNA activations professionally now for over 10 years. And the one thing I know is that you cannot imagine how fabulous it is. I was walking home from the expo last night, and I say this with no arrogance. I know it's true for all of us. I was walking home and I was thinking, I've become the person that I dreamed of being. Aww. And isn't that lovely? Thank you. And I realized we all have that. We all deserve to be the person that we are in love with. Like, not from arrogance, but just like, wow, I love what I do. I love my morals, my values, what I'm sharing, how I'm giving, my service, my mission, that I truly care about people and animals in my world. I'm in my integrity. I'm honest. I'm like, this is who we all are. And this is part of the original human design, the original divine blueprint. It's within us, and it's waiting to be activated. And so I invite you all to become like the highest and best version of yourself. It's sometimes hard work, and other times it's effortless. And it's not just activating dormant DNA and energy clearing and healing, but that's a huge part of it. It's so huge. You cannot believe the power and potency within you when you're willing to do that inner work, to do that clearing, to do that energy work, and then to do the application in the physical world. So with that said, I will invite you to be on my newsletter, to stay connected to me. I do DNA activations bi-monthly. I have an 1111 portal gateway speed activations call where we're activating all of these dormant codes. I get the codes. I'm overstepping now just a moment, but I get the codes. A lot of times I'm being given and downloaded codes, solar codes, codes from the sun, star codes, and they're working with me and telling me this code is for this code's going to awaken this in people, this code's going to provide this, and I'm working with these codes within myself, and then on these webinar calls that I do that are like an hour, I'm sharing the codes, but it's not from my body. It's that I understand what they are, and Source and Star Family races show up, Archangels show up, benevolent aliens, you know, like all these beings in the non-physical world show up on the calls, and our own high selves, and they start being like, give them this, tell them this, do that, do this. And you're hearing it completely conscious, and you're like, yes, I want that. Because you never even knew it existed. It's like, what does it mean to repair and reactivate your immunity and your imperviousness? Impervious to chemtrails. It's in your DNA. You turn it on. You become impervious to toxicity. You become immune to the lie. Your discernment gets so strongly developed. You're like, that's a bullshitter. Thanks, but no thanks. Wish you well. Had enough of that. You walk through the expo. You're like, yes, yes, yes. No, thank you.
Thank you.
You walk through life realizing, I've got that. Thank you. I honor it in you. I've got it already. You know what I mean? You become the highest and best version. It's in there. So, all right. It's time for me to... I would love to talk more, but please make sure you're in the newsletter community. Join me on 11/11 for the speed activations. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much.